Good morning and welcome to TipRanks News Bites. I'm Ari Gutman. Today is Thursday, July 21st, and here are our top news bites. The stock market lets up on some of its gains while investors ready themselves for an economic report today. And of course, we have more earnings coming out from industry leaders. Now, on a global front, Putin leverages strategic weapons in unconventional warfare against Europe, leaving many Europeans nervous for their future. And now back on domestic turf, new data pulled from the cryptocurrency exchange Coinbase suggests that U.S. investors have become very bullish on digital assets once again. And be sure to watch today's segment through and through to the very end for our breaking TipRanks insider news that details which pharmaceutical investment has been receiving millions of dollars worth of share purchases from stakeholders. You will not want to miss out. Well, stock market futures as of now have slipped up just after major indexes rallied and what has been one of the strongest weeks worth of trading in over a month. While the declines are nominal, investors are proceeding with caution as they continue to weigh the market's overall sentiment. Now, just before the opening bell, eyes on the street will be tracking the weekly jobless claims, with economists expecting 240,000 claims to be filed, which of course is lower than previous weeks. We also have investors eager for earnings reports from some major industry leaders like AT&T, Domino's Pizza, and American Airlines. Now be sure to keep up to speed with all of the earnings reports today, whether you're on the TipRanks website or from the palm of your hands with our mobile app. On our global news front, even though Russian gas shipments have resumed this morning after a 10-day shutdown period for maintenance, Vladimir Putin has been outspoken about reducing gas flows if sanctions prevent further maintenance, keeping everyone from traders to economists and, most importantly, Europeans who would be impacted, all very nervous for an uncertain future. Now, up until this point, Russia has been delivering natural gas to Europe well below capacity at just 40%. And while it isn't expected that Putin will shut off gas flows entirely, which would rock the European economy into a devastating recession with millions of people without heat during the winter months, it is believed that Putin would rather play mind games, thus instilling fear and allowing for continued leverage. Either way, natural gas has become Putin's strategic weapon against the West, and with such control over those gas flows, the economies around the world just won't be able to have the certainties necessary to actually stabilize. And finally, for all the crypto bulls out there, it seems more Americans are once again building up their portfolio appetites for digital currencies after a stretch of drastic crypto sell-offs. Now, recent data pulled from Coinbase Global, which is a cryptocurrency exchange, found upside potential when dissecting the Coinbase premium gap, which has surged to positive values throughout the course of the week. The Coinbase premium gap measures the difference between Bitcoin prices quoted on Coinbase and those on Binance, the world's largest crypto exchange. Now, since Coinbase is in fact the most popular within the US, while Binance is an offshore exchange, the gap can be read as an indication of how crypto demand in America measures up relative to the rest of the world. And while analysts are certainly expecting more crypto volatility, for now, as far as analysts can tell, crypto very well may be staging a massive comeback. Now, before wrapping up today, we have my favorite part of the segment, the Breaking TipRanks Insider News. Pharmaceutical, a company that's largely focused on the development of smaller molecule drugs to treat cancers, had another owner purchase shares just shy of $1 million. Now, this purchase came after a separate purchase 3 days ago of $1.7 million, and that's all on top of yet another purchase from a different 10% owner who bought $11.4 million more worth of the shares 5 days ago. All of this activity has triggered a 5% surge in the stock share price to $3.29, and analysts are foreseeing a target share price at $21.50. So it's a ton of growth, and if you're thinking about jumping in on this investment alongside these owners, just remember to always do your own due diligence before making any major investment decisions. And of course, there is no better platform to do just that than TipRanks. Tip Rankers, that's our news for today. I'd love to catch your thoughts on this season's earnings so far. Are your investments faring well? Also, would love to know your take on crypto. Is it in fact staging a massive comeback, and are you invested in any coins yourself? Let our team know by leaving a comment or two down below. And Of course, always be sure to stay connected and stay up to speed by joining us right here on TipRanks TV, all the shows you just cannot afford to miss. Now, until next time, thank you for tuning in.